Hey, this is Mike. Thank you so much for choosing this video. Today I'm in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, visiting Sparks Toyota, and I'm checking out a 2017 Toyota Yaris IA. Now, the IA in the 17 model is the continuation of the Scion model of the previous year. So let's go ahead and check it out. This vehicle is sitting on 185/60 R16 Toyo tires with 16-inch alloy wheels painted silver. It has ventilated disc brakes in the front and drum brakes in the back. The name of this color is Frost, and it's a classic white, and it looks good with the contrast of the black grille here that's surrounded by chrome. And you notice it has a nice big Toyota emblem here for the 17 model. You also have halogen reflector headlights for your low and your high beams. This is what the key looks like. It's a proximity key system, and it's designed with a push button start, so once you unlock the vehicle you can get in and you don't have to turn a key or anything to start it. So it has the lock and unlock buttons there, as well as the ability to open up the trunk. It also has the panic button here at the bottom with a little hold name on it. There's a physical key on the inside. You can just slide that out just in case you need that. But typically, you can just use the key here to unlock it. Okay, let's take a look on the inside, starting with the passenger side door. Now, it's all black, but it has this kind of like a simulated carbon fiber look, but it's actually like a rubber feeling surface there, which is pretty neat. It also has a cloth, soft to the touch surface around your arm. Bottle holder here at the bottom. Here's your threshold. Now it has cloth seats with a black and blue combination in colors. The center portion is like a mesh texture, looking pretty cool. You also have the blue stitching here on the seat as well. And the seats are very comfortable. The bolsterings on the seats a little bit here on the sides, but they're not too intrusive or anything. They just hug your body nice and good. So this is the seat all the way back to give you an idea of the leg room here, and you can see that the floor mat hooks in place in two places so it doesn't slide around on you. And check it out, you have that blue contrast stitching in a French design here on the dashboard as well. It's soft to touch as well. I like these vents, the way you turn them like so to turn them on and off, and then you can kind of easily move them around. Glove compartment is really big. It's a smooth plastic, so you can clean it out easier, but it's pretty good size. This particular vehicle, the windows have been tinted by the dealer, but typically they would not be. Let's take a look in the back. So the inside of the back door has the soft to the touch surfaces around the arm here. It also has that simulated carbon fiber look as well. So with the front seat all the way back, you still have a pretty decent amount of leg room, especially considering the floorboard goes down there quite a ways. So the seat feels like it's more like a chair, so your knees are not sticking up in the air. The back of the front seats are also contoured to help out with leg room. You have a little storage pocket there in the back. The back seats are the same color with the blue mesh in the center and then the black on the ends with the stitching. The headrests are able to raise up and down. Right now they're in the lower position. There is a pretty significant hump there in the center, so you have to consider that with the center passenger. Now the back seats do have the latch system for the car seats, or ISOFIX is what it's called as well. So they'll have the ability to latch the seats in there extremely secure. Now latch is a acronym for lower, anchor, and tether for children. Taking a look at the back of the vehicle. Now I noticed that you have the Toyota emblem, the IA badging as well. And it has this chrome accent on top of the tail lights, which is pretty nice. Kind of makes the emblem and the badging pop out pretty good. It also has a chrome tip, exhaust tip back here on the right side, which all works together well. Okay, so opening up the trunk, there's a button inside the vehicle, or you can use the key here. So let's kind of push that and open it up. Now that it's up, you'll be able to see the backup camera lens right in here, almost in the center position. Okay, so here's your cargo area, and it is big, very big, a lot bigger than you might think by looking at the vehicle on the outside. It has a smooth plastic on the sides there, and then it has the carpet in the bottom, but look how far it goes over to the sides. Under here is your spare tire and tools, and of course you can utilize some of this space for cargo space if you want to. Now if you need some more cargo space, you can fold the seats down, and it's a 60-40 split fold, so you can fold down one seat or the other or both, and that way you can increase your cargo capacity while at the same time utilizing some of your passenger space. But once you fold both of them down, you have this wide open place where you can really add to your cargo space. The fuel door is lockable, and it's over here on the driver's side, which is convenient and a safety consideration as well. Has the traditional cap with a little plastic tether here, which you can hang the cap right here on the inside of the fuel door, so it keeps it out of the way and you don't lose it. As long as you have the key inside the vehicle, it could be in your pocket or whatever, you put your foot on the brake and push this button to start it up. Here's the floorboard in front of the driver's seat, and you can see the floor mat hooks in place in two places, which is a good safety option there. And speaking of safety, the accelerator pedal pivots here at the bottom to keep anything from sliding underneath it and causing a problem there. You also have a footrest, a carpeted footrest here on the left side. But let's go ahead and take a look under the hood. To open the hood, there's a little latch right here, a little bit to the right of center, and you just reach in, you move it to the right, and you lift up on the hood. You see there's the latch right there. And the hood's fairly light, and it does require a prop here to hold it up. And it goes right here where the arrow is. Okay, here's the engine bay, and underneath this plastic cover is a 1.5 liter 4-cylinder engine with 106 horsepower, and it's paired to a 6-speed automatic transmission with sport mode. And you can see it has a shielding there in the back around the exhaust. Now this vehicle has, here's the inline 4-cylinder, so the engine's facing this way. You have the intake coming in, the cold air, clean cold air coming into the front. It cycles through the engine, and then your exhaust is out the back, and it channels the heat away from the engine and underneath the vehicle, so that way your air conditioning coils and radiator do not have to deal with that extra heat. You can see the strut towers have a brace kind of hidden there, but it is secured across the front. They help with stability. The battery is insulated and easy to get to here. Okay, let's take a look on the inside of the driver's side door. Now it's just like the other side, except for it has a few more buttons. Just mention this little area where your handle is. You can utilize that for putting your key or whatever if you want. So you have your window controls here, and the driver's side is one touch up and down. So one touch and it goes right on up. One touch again, goes down. It goes pretty quick too. There's your door lock controls. Your side mirrors are adjusted here. You just pick a side by turning it, and then you use it as a little joystick there to adjust it. So you have the manually adjusted seats here on the driver's side as well, but it does have the ability to raise and lower the seat by using that big lever there. Right in here you have a traction control button that you can turn off. You can set your tire pressure monitoring system here if you rotate your tires or whatever. You have the ability to open up your trunk down here. You have a tilt steering column that you can lock in place with this little lever here. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look here on the inside. And it's pretty neat and comfortable vehicle. My leg room, I have the footrest there, but I can put my legs out quite a ways, almost completely straight here on the left. My knee room's good. Has a little bit of overlap space there. And then the doorway is dished out to where my knee can kind of go in there a little bit. Okay, let's go ahead and start here on the steering wheel. Now it is a synthetic material, which is super duper durable and comfortable. It has this texturing like a leather texture would have in some cases. But just overall, it's smooth, comfortable. It has a little bit of a cushion, and the thickness is perfect for your hand. It has the contours shaped for your grip and everything. It also has the simulated carbon fiber look with the satin metallic accent here at the bottom and the nice shiny chrome Toyota badge. Okay, so your cruise control is here on the right side. On the left side, you have your volume for your radio. You can change through your presets on your radio here. You have this button for your information screen, which is with your gauges, which we'll get to that in just a second. Your voice recognition button is here. You also have your Bluetooth controls, answer calls, and hang up. You can also make calls using that button as well, and the voice recognition, because it knows what's in your phone book once you pair your phone. Okay, so you have your windshield wiper controls here on the right side. On the left side is your turn signal, and check out the little stalk. It kind of comes out and then out, comes out like an angle, and then up here to kind of raise it up for you. And it has the headlight controls off, parking light, and then on. Pretty straightforward. Okay, so here is your gauges. A little bit of a glare, there we go, from the camera. With my naked eye I can see it fine, but the camera has a little bit of a glare. On the left side is your RPMs, so you can see it's a digital readout there of the RPMs. You also have your odometer and what gear you're in. Right there in the center with the blue accent, which is looking nice, is your speedometer, which goes up to 140, which is pretty neat. And it has that bevel around the outside looking really classy, like a high-end watch or something. And then it has that kind of a circuit board design in the background. Pretty neat. Now the information screen there on the right side shows your outside temperature. Right now it's showing your range. It also has your fuel gauge, but we can use this info button to kind of cycle through and get some more information there. So let me zoom in a little bit for you. So right now it's showing your range going down. It gives your average miles per gallon. Of course it'd get a lot better than that if the vehicle's actually driving. Current miles per gallon and average miles per hour. So you can see average 1 mile per hour. And it goes back to your range. So you can kind of get some more information there if you want. Okay, so here's your screen, and once again the camera is picking up a glare. Okay, so right in there you can see pretty good. This is a touch screen, so like say you can push a button on the screen, but typically, and also it kind of protrudes from the dashboard. It kind of looks like a tablet that you can just grab a hold of and take with you, but it's mounted there. But generally, you know, it's kind of out of reach for the driver to use the touchscreens feature all the time, especially while driving. So they have this little control down here. So you rest your hand right here on this little hand rest, and you have the control to go through the screen, you can do that number, you can turn it, you can go up and down, and then you have some quick access buttons here as well as back here. So I'm going to turn it right now to show you that we can cycle through the different screens here on the home screen, the little options, icons. I can also bump it to the right and left to access those as well. To make a selection, let's go here to the applications. We just push down on this big button, so we're just going to push down on it to make a selection, and it goes in to the applications. To go back, there's a back button here, right here. And push that back button, and let's go back. It goes back to this main home screen. So I think you get the idea. Let's go ahead and kind of cycle here to the entertainment. So you can see you can choose different audio sources. We can go to HD, all kinds of different things here. We can direct tune to a specific station. But let's just look here at the audio sources, because it has quite a few: AM, FM, AHA, Pandora, Stitcher, Bluetooth. Let's see, USB 1 and USB. There's more because there's just not, and there's an auxiliary input too, but there's nothing plugged into it, so it's not showing you anything. It also has a nav screen, so let's go to the home screen and let's go to the navigation so we can see that. So right now it's showing a digital compass, and it has your latitude, longitude, and elevation as well, which is pretty neat. You can upgrade with the navigation system with the map and all that stuff at the dealership. This one hasn't been upgraded yet. Going back to the home screen, and then you have your settings, which you can go into. There's tons of settings here. Okay, so give you the general idea of the screen there. You have the volume for your radio. You have the radio, the home screen, navigation. You can move it this way and that way. You can turn it for different selections. Push it down to choose things. There's a back button, and your favorites are right here. And it's all done very easily by looking at the screen and just kind of resting your hand here. Okay, so your four-way flashers are here. Your climate control is pretty simple. It has your temperature, your fan speed, where you want the air to blow. Right in here you have a 2 USB ports and auxiliary input. As well as an SD card input under this cover. You have a 12-volt power supply. Place to put some stuff here in the center, which is big enough for my phone, and I have one of the big Note phones. Okay, so here's your shifter, and let's go ahead and put it in reverse so we can check out the backup camera, which pops up on the screen. So you can see it's a wide angle view, so you can see from the bumper to the sky and all the way around. There's neutral, there's drive. That's your normal drive position, which will cycle through the 6 gear ratios automatically. If you want to manually change through those gear ratios, you just put it over here to the manual mode, and you can bump it, so like a ratchet shifter, and it'll tell you what gear you're in right over here next to your RPMs. At any time, you can just go back into automatic, and it'll take over for you. To select sport mode, you just push down on this. Actually, yeah, go up and down to change. So you got up, sport mode, down, sport mode off. And you'll know if sport mode's on, but you'll see a little light here. Okay, so you have your handbrake, parking brake there, cup holders with a separator between the cup holders. An open portion, so that way you can use the cup holders for more than just cups. So you can put your cell phone or whatever there. And then you have this little pocket here in the back as well. With that divider, the divider is removable too. There's your rear view mirror with the manual day and night mode here. Your visors have these little mirrors and a place to put a piece of paper or something, your registration or something behind there. You have a place to put your shades, and it has a felt material on the inside. You have some tap lights. You can turn on all the interior lights by pushing it that way. You can turn them all off by pushing it that way, or you can have it to where the door, when the door opens, they'll turn on. Okay, let's look at the visibility in the back. Alright, yeah, nice big window back there. The headrests right now are not raised, but they don't really extend out to where they're going to cover up too much of the back window. You also have the glass there on the side, so that's pretty good overall. Of course, you have the backup camera to help you out as well. Alright, there you have it. Thank you for watching, and thank you to Sparks Toyota here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, for allowing me to show off an awesome vehicle, and I'll see you guys next time. Let's take a look at the window sticker so you can use the pause button to get some information off of it if you need to.
I'll get a stock number off it so I can